What's up, chess fanatics? Hopefully everyone's doing well. It is Monday. It is currently the long weekend. We're getting locked in to play a game of chess. Hope you guys are doing well. Been playing, just a bunch of different openings as of late. Been enjoying that. If there's anything that anyone wants to see, let me know. Always love looking into new lines. Okay, opponent 1652, and they are out of Georgia. Okay. Let's go with good old c4 in this scenario. Okay, so they're just bringing out the knights, and all of a sudden, we're getting ourselves into a QGD style structure. We'll just open this up. Now, I think knight development is probably the best. If he jumps a knight in here, I don't really see too much challenge with that. Okay, at this point, let's take this. See how they capture back. Okay, now we will just ask this bishop where he wants to go. Okay, he's going to drop it back. That's fine. We are going to just keep this. I mean, I'd like to develop it to d3, but we'll just do this in the interim. I feel like it's a reasonable move. Next, we'll be playing a3, and if he drops back, we're going to get b4 for free, so that would be okay. Opponent taking a bit of a think here. Seems like the pro chess world's in shambles again, with Magnus deciding not to play. Not sure what anyone's thoughts are, but I gotta say, in general, I'm pretty sick of the controversy and just don't care for it at all. But for those of you who do follow it, let me know what your thoughts are. I'd be curious to see what people are thinking. Okay, so he brings it back to d5. We're going to just expand and look to probably bring the bishop out here to b2. Okay, opponent wants to play this, I'm assuming, but that could potentially leave this c pawn backwards now. Not a lot that we can do about it at this point. We're going to just develop the bishop and see what our opponent plays now. I think we're going to go rook out and look to push e4 at some point if we can. I mean, what if we push it right now? Takes. So we need to probably go queen c2 first. Okay, so he doesn't want our knight jumping in. Maybe he's going to look to reroute that. I'm not really sure. Okay, we'll see what happens if we play a move like this. Threaten it. Now he could drop back at that point in time, but then I think that we would play this and chase him out. I guess he would put it back in h7. But if he drops back, then we can bring our bishop out, which would be all right by me. Not going to spend a lot of time thinking about this. He could jump a knight in if he wants, but then we're just going to be in the same scenario. Bit of a waiting game. And as mentioned, then we would get to knight h4, chase him into the corner, and then, okay, so our opponent has had enough. He decides that it's time to trade. Takes. Okay, so now if we push, takes, then we'll take back with the queen, and we're going to have some pressure here in a more open position. Opponent might be calculating that right now. Rook up, maybe try and double, but I think we're going to just push e4 right away. And if our opponent doesn't take on e4, then obviously we're going to just have a huge fork. So yeah, so I think that's what our opponent's plan is. Kind of has to take here. Okay, rook back. That's totally fair. What if we bring the knight in? Knight takes. Yeah. I mean, it's not great. Okay, we're going to just drop back. We have this pawn nicely defended. I think we might like to push this, to be honest. See where the knight winds up going. Might just come over here to get traded off. Then queen up will be threatening mate. They can defend, but again, we'll have a game. All right, our opponent is searching for the best move here. Not sure what they're going to play. I I think both of our positions are relatively solid, so no one's super inclined to make any drastic moves. We might come over here and then threaten to push at the appropriate time. In fact, that likely will be our next plan. Also keep some pressure here on the C file long term, because we could just wait. Yeah, I never really, again, love when they just kind of kill the game. But, you know, it does happen, right? Okay, so knight back. Threatening this pawn. We're going to bring our rook out. So if knight in takes, they're going to have to... Okay, what about... Okay, we'll just push this. Threaten mate. So if takes, f4. Opponent likely calculating this out right now. So takes, f4. Now, I think what they can look to do is play this check, but we can take here. He can't play any check. Mate is still threatened. It's not an ideal situation. Actually, you know what though? If he does do that, we'll probably take with the queen, because then we'll keep the d4 pawn. Okay. Now if, yeah, okay. I was going to say if anything, we would probably just slide our rook over. So good victory there against 1650. Let's take a quick look at the game review and see how the machine thinks we played. Okay, so 88.6, pretty good play. 2 great moves. All right, happy to see that. 0 blunders. Very nice. We played 2200, they played 2100. Let's just quickly rip through the review here. Now, I thought, you know, as mentioned, that this would, you know, quickly transpose into some sort of Queen's Gambit, and it does. But already, it does not like this. It's saying I should have spent more time and captured the pawn. I think that's what it wants. No, just wants me to develop out. Is it telling me it's a miss because I didn't spend enough time? Because I feel like we transposed into exactly this position. Not quite sure. All this is good. Now, you know, in this scenario, I think probably bishop d6 would still be good. Okay, it's saying bring the queen out. Interesting. Okay, so queen out, and then what if takes? It's saying just capture g takes. I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that, but you know, clearly the machine's way better. Yeah, it's showing this plus 08. I don't know why we would ever go for that computer line. It just doesn't make sense. Puts us in a worse position. Okay, so it doesn't like this. That's okay. Looks like it just wants us. It's saying it's an accuracy. Bishop d2 is best. So just develop out and protect. And I guess if takes, and we'll have a. Well, I guess they'll have 4 pawns, and we'll have 2, and then this big pawn island over here. So I guess that's not a terrible thing. Relatively equal. Now, all this is good. Queen c2 is excellent. Saying rook c1 is best. Yeah, so I thought that they might do this, but my plan was just to hopefully trade this off, and that's exactly what happened. So that's not a bad scenario. Let's get out of this analysis and take a look here. So again, this is like, if you look at the eval, pretty accurate the whole way through. You know, we had a slight advantage. They have a slight advantage. Now they're probably 1 pawn to the good. Yeah. So it didn't like this. I thought that it was good because I felt like it would be tricky and create long-term pressure along this A1 to H8 diagonal. So this was a mistake. It does not like this. Wow. It doesn't care for the pressure at all. In fact, it's suggesting that we should just play bishop over to c1, I guess, and start to look to put pressure down here. But then our opponent made a big blunder, didn't calculate this because of this lovely move f4. You need to watch out for f4 in these types of positions for sure. You know, this is a very strong battery with the queen in front, of course, easily leading to mate. So I think he realized he was going to just drop the piece, and our opponent just resigns. So everything's kind of looking pretty good for us here in this position. We are, yeah, +3. You know, if they ever take, we're going to take and just trade everything off and be left piece up, basically. You know, maybe they could try and just chip away and get rid of that. But honestly, this would be an incredibly difficult end game to even try and win. And our opponent did not want to entertain it. So that's how she ended today. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's always nice to see comments from folks. So definitely comment if you're bored out of your mind, because I feel like you know, maybe it's one of the best parts of making the videos is just chatting with random folks. When you see people viewing videos, it kind of feels like just a bit of a random number. So it's nice to hear from people. Clearly, I just do this for the enjoyment of playing chess and learning about video editing, things along those lines. So yeah, drop some sort of comment if you're so inclined. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.